Okay. Hope everybody's doing well. The big question is, are you facing a real estate market crash, or are we safely landing in a very comfortable zone in real estate in the Villages, Florida? So obviously you guys know, for the people that follow me, Glenn Stein, Realty Executives in the Villages, broker owner, have been a broker since 2004. And just got back from a real estate seminar, and I think you're going to find this really fascinating. I want to share this, a couple of things I want to share with you. The first thing is I want to share that the people that I connected with at the seminar from all over the country, things are very similar. I think when we're talking about real estate is very local, right? Very local, hyper local. Things are different from place to place, depends on the market that you're in. But there's a lot of similarities that we're seeing in different areas and different markets. And some of the similarities are that, number one, inventory is still low. Number two, it's not as hot as what it was 3 months ago, 4 months ago, back probably, June-ish, and then before in the spring in Florida, especially in the Villages. That was something that we saw, just incredible record-setting pace, and now I feel like we're at a pace, and we'll dive into this over the next couple of weeks. I feel like we're in a pace that is very similar to what we saw in 2019 or early part of 2020 before COVID hit and all the shutdowns hit. So that's something that I think you can really look at, and you start looking at the numbers and the stats, that the market has really settled down. A little bit of an increase in inventory in the Villages. We're looking at about 86 properties on the market right now, which is probably a high since probably January, February. That's about the most we've seen in a bit, maybe March. So a little bit of a creeping up of inventory. We've gone all the way down to upper 40s, and then I think the previous high prior to this 86 number, we were in the maybe 82. So not massive jumps, but big difference from upper 40s to now being in the 80s. And then also on top of that, if you look at it, remember where we came from. Sometimes we have a short memory of understanding of where we've come from in the marketplace. And if you look at it, inventory was in the 450 range, a year and a half ago. So big differences in inventory makes a big difference. And of course the big demand, I think, because of shortage of inventory, people desiring to be in a different place because of COVID, the millennials buying finally, not living in their parents' basements and looking for houses, and the shortages around the country. All of that has played a role. And the tone that I'm getting, coming back from Dallas in this Tom Ferry real estate seminar, is that everybody's facing pretty much the same thing, which is still inventory being a little bit tight. Interest rates are still low, so that's driving the market tremendously. And then on top of it, we're seeing millennials, all the millennials haven't bought their homes yet. So there's still several million, many million millennials that still haven't bought, that are going to be buying over the next couple of years. These are going to be driving forces. So I think we're seeing soft landing so far. We're going to be keeping track of that as we go. And I'll be sharing with you something on my mind for everybody on this channel, is really sharing some tips that are going to help you make decisions, and not only in who you pick as a realtor, which company you pick. Doesn't matter where you are, by the way. Some of you are not in our market. You're out of town, but you still watch. So thank you for that, and please subscribe as well. But how you can make a decision in whether to buy or sell. Also making a decision when you are buying and selling, what you need to be doing in negotiating, what you need to be looking for in the contract. So that's basically my specialty with my agents and my realtors here, and I want to share some of that knowledge with you, the public. So if you have questions, feel free. I love the fact that many of you are leaving comments. I love the fact that some of you are calling me for advice. So be happy to help, whatever I need to do. 352-572-3796, 352-572-3796. And if you just want to look around, by the way, on our website, it does ask you to register, but we're not going to bombard you with phone calls. If you don't want to be bothered, just let us know. You're just out there browsing, and it's not, nobody's going to attack you, so it's okay. BuySellTheVillages.com, BUYSELL, TheVillages.com is our website. And of course, if you have questions, please connect. Hope everybody has a great weekend.